Hello everyone. In today's video, we will know about the Terraform. What is Terraform, why we need, and advantages, disadvantages. Let's go through it. First, we will know about the agenda. In this video, we will know about what is Terraform, why we need Terraform, and what is the pipeline, steps to deploy the Terraform, and Terraform installation, and set up Terraform environment in Jenkins, and create and destroy a service through Jenkins pipeline. So first we go to what is Terraform. So Terraform is one of open source infrastructure code and is a software tool which will be used to infrastructure of the cloud platform, and allows you to automate provisioning and management infrastructure, and its configuration the files. It's written in Archicop configuration language, and using the various commands to apply those configuration and manage over the infrastructure resources. So let's go to theoretically. So Terraform is popular infrastructure as code tool that allows you to automate the provisioning and management of infrastructure resources, and also it's an open source infrastructure code software tool which can be used to provision the infrastructure of a cloud platform, and it uses the configuration files written in the Archicop configuration language to define the desired state of your infrastructure, and it uses various commands to apply those configurations and manage your infrastructure resources. So next, why we need Terraform. So there are multiple reasons to using the Terraform over other infrastructure as a code tools, but some of the main reasons are multi-cloud support, large ecosystem, declarative syntax, state management, plan and apply, community support, and integration with other tools. So one by one, multi-cloud support. So Terraform is here known as multi-cloud support. It allows you to define the infrastructure in cloud way. You can use the same configuration code to provision resources on various cloud providers, for example AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, etc. We can use the same configuration code to provisioning the resources. Now next one is large ecosystem. Terraform has a vast ecosystem of providers and modules contributed by both Archicop and the community. This means you can find the pre-built modules and configuration for wide range of services and infrastructure components. And declarative syntax. So where we use the syntax, it's allowing you to specify the desired end state. So it's easy to understand when we using the syntax, it's easy to understand and specify the end-to-end infrastructure state, and it's maintain your code compared to scripting languages. And next one is state management. So it maintains the state file that tracks the current state of your infrastructure. The state files helps to understand the difference between desired and actual state of your infrastructure. Next, plan and apply. Terraform plan and apply workflow allows you to preview the changes before applying them. So once we applying, we can view the changes what are we made, and this helps prevent unexpected modification to your infrastructure and provides an opportunity to review and approve the changes. So it helps to modify and changes. We can modify the infrastructure and we can apply again, and it's approved the changes before we implement it. Next, community support. Terraform is a large and active user community, which means you can find answers to common questions and troubleshooting tips and wealth of documentation. So community support means it provided documentation and some online tutorials, and it helps to any troubleshooting, and when we are stuck we can take on this support and we can solve our issues and find the answer for common questions. And integration with other tools. Terraform can be integrated with other DevOps and automation tools such as Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, and Jenkins. It's allowing you to create automation pipelines. So these are all the why we need Terraform. Next is advantages of Terraform. The main advantages is declarative configuration and support for multiple cloud providers, and reusable infrastructure code, collaboration and version control, efficient resource management, and go through one by one. The first is declarative configuration. Terraform uses a declarative configuration language, means we user define the desired state of their infrastructure resource and the specific steps required to achieve the state. So in this steps we require specific steps required to achieve, and it's easier to understand and manage the complex infrastructure deployments. What are the deployment we made? It's easy to understand. And support multiple cloud providers. I've already explained in why we need Terraform. So once again we go to it's a support multiple cloud providers, and it's a open source tools, means that user can define and manage the infrastructure resources. So we are using only a single configuration. We can manage and define the infrastructure. And reusable infrastructure code. Terraform allows user to define their infrastructure resources in reusable and modular way. So using these features such as modulars and variables, this makes easier to manage and define the complex infrastructure deployment. So manage and maintenance is very easy to deploy the infrastructure complex. And collaboration and version control. Terraform configuration file can be stored in version control system such as Git, which makes it easier for teams to collaborate and track changes to their infrastructure. The next is efficient resource management. So Terraform has a feature such as resource dependencies and provisions that enables user to manage their infrastructure resources efficiently and minimizing the duplications and ensuring the resources. So it helps you creating and destroying in their correct order. The next is disadvantages. So complexity, state management, performance, limited error handling, limited rollback capabilities. These are all the main disadvantages. Let's go through one by one. Complexity. So Terraform can be complex to learn and use, especially for users who are new to the infrastructure automation. So some of them don't know about their infrastructure automation. So which one are new to the user, Terraform user, is complex to learn and use, and it has a large number of features and can be difficult to understand the full scope of its capabilities. The next is state management. Terraform uses a state file to track the resources it manages, and which can cause issues in the state files become out of sync in the actual infrastructure, and it can happen the infrastructure modified outside the Terraform and lost the state file and corrupted the state file. This can be happen. The performance. Terraform can be slower than other IaaS tools, means Terraform is slower compared to other infrastructure tools, and especially when managing large infrastructure deployments, and it can be due to need to communicate with multiple APIs and the overhead managing the state file. Next one is limited error handling. Terraform does not have a robust error handling, and it can be difficult to diagnose and fix the issues. It's very difficult in the Terraform, and it can makes it difficult to troubleshoot the problems with infrastructure deployments. Troubleshooting also difficult and fix the issues. And limited rollback capabilities. Terraform doesn't have a built-in rollback features, so it can be difficult to undo changes in the infrastructure. If changes gone wrong, users can use the Terraform destroy command to destroy all the resources, defining the configuration, but this can be time consuming and may not be feasible in all situations. So it's not helping all the situation. If something is wrong in this, we use the Terraform destroy method to define the configurations, destroy all the defined configurations. So we use the Terraform destroy. The next is steps to deploy Terraform. What are the steps we are using? So first, Terraform init, Terraform validate, Terraform format, Terraform plan, Terraform apply, and destroy. So Terraform init, in these steps we create the environment and download the required packages. So Terraform init command initialize the Terraform working directory by downloading and installing any required plugins and dependencies. It should be run before any other Terraform commands. So we are using Terraform init command. The next is, so it's mainly helps to downloading and required packages. The next is Terraform validate. It checks for the error in the configuration file. The Terraform command performs precisely what its input implies. So it's working on the taking the input, then it works. It ensures the code is internally current and examine the syntax mistakes. Only the configuration files, means .tf files in the active working directory are examined. And if you want to validate files inside the folder, if you have a modular directory, so first we need to create the modular directory to validate. The next is Terraform format. Terraform format is to checks the for the format of the file. The next is Terraform plan. It's compare the configuration file and current state and develop the blueprint report. So planning means when we start the new project or something, planning is requirement. So it's compare the configuration file and current state, and according to blueprint report it develops their configuration. Next is Terraform apply. So Terraform apply, it's a actual creation of the service. It command applies the changes defined in the configuration to your infrastructure, and it creates or update the resource according to the configuration, and also promote you to confirm the changes before applying them. So before any changes, it needs to confirm the changes. Next, Terraform destroy. So Terraform destroy method is used to delete the created services, destroy all the resources created by Terraform in the current working directory. It's a useful command for Terraform tearing down your infrastructure. When you no longer needed any infrastructure, it helps to delete or destroy the resources using the Terraform current directory. The next is Terraform installation. So the steps we are using, so this is the link to download, and this is the zip file. We using the apt install unzip all the files, and we can using the user bin directory, and we can, once all the steps is completed, we check the Terraform version it's installed or not. So next is, let's go through how it's Terraform we can create and destroy the Terraform using Jenkins pipeline. Go to EC2 server, take root access. We need to install the Terraform. So go to crew. Here we need to search terraform.io. Here go to downloads. Here we take Linux. Copy this link address and go to the EC2 server and paste it here. Here it is wget. The next is we check the list using ls command. So here we see. The next is we need to unzip the file. So we use the command as sudo apt install unzip. Unzip the newest version. So, and unzip Terraform, we need to move this file to user bin. So we copy. So here we use unzip file name .zip. Yes. Yeah, unzip it. Then we use mv Terraform user bin. Next, go to user bin to see if a Terraform file is exist or not. So we're using a cd user bin. So here you see if a Terraform file is exist or not. So come back. Here we can see what Terraform file is exists. The next thing is go to instance. The next thing is go to your instance, copy this IP address, go to the group and paste it here, follow by 8080 portal. So it opens the Jenkins. Here you can give your username and password to log in the Jenkins. In this Jenkins UI, we need to install Terraform and set up the Terraform environment. So here we need to install the Terraform. So go to manage Jenkins. In this manage Jenkins, go to plugins. Go to available plugins. Here search Terraform. So it's not showing because I have already installed the Terraform. So go to install plugins. Here search Terraform. Here we can see. So I have already installed the Terraform plugin. So it's not showing the available plugins. So once it's installed, then go to manage Jenkins. We need to set the path for that Terraform tool. So go to tools. No, wait. Here go to tools. Here we need to set the path for that. Here we need to set the path. So go to Terraform installation. Here give the name. I've already given Terraform 11. So whatever name you want you can give, and I'm using the user bin directory. So giving the user bin and then apply, save. So after that is next thing what we need to do is go to your Visual Studio. Go to your Visual Studio. Here also we need to install the Terraform. So first we need to install the Terraform. Go to extension. Here you search Terraform. So we need to install the archive of Terraform. I've already installed this. You need to install this one. And here you need to after installing you need to create a file. So I was already creating this. So go to file. Here new file. Here we need to create the file giving the name whatever you want. So but we are using the .tf extension because it indicates the Terraform. So I've already created the main.tf files. Here entire the Terraform code is used to create the, here we use it to create the AWS VPC virtual private cloud and store the state of infrastructure locally in a specific directory of Jenkins server. So we are using this code. So I will explain this code. This resources, this block creates an AWS VPC, so virtual private cloud server. This resources, so where we are using this CID, or so we are using the main file. So we are, and also we are using CID or block. The CID block specifies the IP address and range of the VPC. So here it's 10.0.0.016. Here the next is the tag. So then here we use the name equal to main VPC. So whatever name you want to create or you want to show in your instance, we can give this. I'm using the main VPC. We can save this and open your command prompt and set the username and email ID globally and change. So or otherwise you can run this in your WSL command also. So first we go to WSL. And this here we need set the path globally for your username and email ID. So you can using the command prompt or Visual Studio both, or you can push your file into GitHub account. Or otherwise in this GitHub account you can add the file. First is set the username and email locally. First we need to set username and globally and locally. Here we use get config global user dot email. So given my email ID, and config. So the same thing, we need to set username also. The next is we need to set locally. So we use the command get config user dot email username The next is we using the get init command. So init helps to initializing the Git repository. The next is git add main.tf. So I'm using the main.tf directory only we need to add, so I'm using main.tf. So you need to add both this file. We use the dot command. So add the main.tf. The next is we need to commit git commit -m initial commit. Next command is, so here it commit the changes. Here we use git remote add origin. Here the origin already exists, so git remote so it exists. Next we use the command as get push origin main. So it asks for username, so HP 122, and it asks for password. So it showing here. So okay, I will change this. Failed to put some refers. Okay, get push origin main. It's successfully pushing. So here we go to GitHub account. Here we can see, so main.tf file is pushed. The next thing what we need to do is go to your AWS account. In this AWS account, here we need to search for IAM. So here we need to create a role. So go to roles. Yeah, create a role. Entity type is AWS service. Here we need to select. So I've using the service EC2 service, I've created a role. So taken the EC2 use keys and go to next. Here we need to select, give the permission to administrative access. So this access is provided full access to all the AWS services. Take an administrative access. Next. So the role name. So I will give Terraform 1. Create the role. Yeah, here we can see. So Terraform role is created successfully. Once it's created, go to EC2 instance. So here EC2, open this new tab. Go to instance. So where AMI is the. So go to EC2 instance. Here what we need to do is, here we need to attach this with the instance. So select the instance, that is Jenkins. Go to action. Here security. Here we need to modify the IAM role, which one is we have created, and update this role. So I have created Terraform 1. So select this and update the IAM role. So after successfully updating the IAM role, so we need to go to your Jenkins pipeline. Here we have created new item. So select this item. Give the name Terraform pipeline. So select the pipeline, click OK. Here we need to write the script. So this is the script from Terraform pipeline. So I have explained this script line by line. This is the Jenkins pipeline. So it's written in the declarative syntax, pipeline syntax, which is used to automate the infrastructure deployment. So this pipeline block, the top level, this pipeline can run on any available Jenkins. So Jenkins agent. So here we're using the agent any. So this pipeline can be run in any available Jenkins to execute the stages. The tool block, here we can see the tool block specify the required tool to run the pipeline. And in this configuration, Terraform version, we using the Terraform 11 version. This is the environment configuration where Jenkins will be used to the named as Terraform 11, and this commands indicates using the init and Terraform apply. The next is stage block. In this stage block, where the individual stages of the pipeline are defined, each individual pipeline will be defined in these stages. So the first is git checkout. This stage check out the source code from the git repository. So this is the URL of our git repository, and we are using the branch as main branch, and we are using this URL. So here we can show you. So my repository is in the main branch, and this URL can be we are using this is where Terraform configuration file and other codes will be fetched. The next stage is Terraform init. So here we initializing the working directory. This Terraform init step runs in the init command, which initializes the Terraform in the working directory. It downloads the necessary provider plugins, initialize the backend, and set up the Terraform configuration. The next is Terraform apply. The Terraform, these stages apply the Terraform configuration. So it auto approve. Here we can see Terraform apply auto approve. These steps runs the Terraform apply command, which apply the Terraform configuration to create and shows change what the changes were made before applying the changes. This makes command non-interactive. So here we need to apply and save this. So we need to build this pipeline. So give build now. Build is scheduled. So here we can see the build is successful. So what we need to do is go to your AWS account. Here search for VPC. Go to your VPCs. Yeah, here we can see this is the main VPC is created successfully. So this is how you can create your VPC. The next we can do for destroy the created VPC using the pipeline. So go to Terraform. So go to dashboard. So here we need to create new item. Give Terraform pipeline destroy. Select the pipeline. Click OK. The same script we are using, but the change is we need to destroy. So here we can see we change the Terraform apply to Terraform destroy. So apply and save this. So this command helps, Terraform destroy helps to destroy the created command. I have already created main VPC. So it helps to destroy. Second the build, no build is scheduled at. Yeah, it's successfully built successfully. So here we can go to our VPC. Go to our VPC, refresh this page. So once it's refreshed, so here we can see the main VPC is deleted. So it's the one is the old one, the newer version, which one we have created, it can be deleted. So this is how the destroy command helps to destroy the created VPC or created any AWS services. So this is all about this today video. How can create or delete the Terraform using the Jenkins. Thank you.